I'm not even going to lie to you. This is like a created player. This is like on NBA Live and NBA 2K when you just create your player and you make them 99 and everything, 7'4", 7'5", can dunk, can shoot the ball, has a crazy handle, can score with the best of them, and will block everybody's shots. That's basically who Victor Wembanyama is. Wembanyama, Wamba, whatever they call him.
This shit slap, my nigga, you know I'm going dumb. You staring hard, little mama, like where I know you from. The kid basic and I ain't gotta say shit. I'm out of this world like a motherfucking spaceship. If you knew better, you would put me on your playlist. If you knew better, you know I ain't one to play with. Most these niggas just capping, I be really rapping. I gotta watch out for the boys, I be really trapping. And I keep a joint roll, cause I'm really smoking. Fuck around and get sick.
Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Say no more. Be funny, y'all, but it wasn't funny to me. I really used to think I could make it to the NBA. But, like, no, for real. But now, like, 7'3", 7'4", is this the new prototype? Is this the new standard for an NBA player? 7'3" with a crazy handle who can shoot the three and who ain't even got to jump to dunk and will block everything in the paint? Man, come on now, bro. This is crazy. The NBA is going to get spooky for the next 10 years if Victor Wamba, whatever his name is, can stay healthy. That boy dropped 41 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks and made it look easy. You know what it's like watching Victor Wembanyama play? It's like when you take the court in your backyard and take it from 10 feet and put it down to 7.5. So imagine that. I want you to, for all my hoopers out there, them backyard battles with your family, with your cousin, with your friends, or when you go to the little courts, that's what it's like for him to play in the NBA. So just imagine all the things you're able to do when, you got that 7.5, you put the court on 8 foot, 8.5, and you just look like Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. You just out there windmilling, it looks way easier, right? That's what the court looks like for Victor Wembanyama, bruh. It's like he's battling his little cousins in the backyard. He having fun out there, bro. Like, literally, this is too easy. This is like getting up in the morning, invite, all the homies getting together to go play basketball, and we go into the homie's house who got the rim. You can put it on 7.5, 8 foot, and you the tallest person on the court. That's what's going on with Victor Wembanyama right now in the NBA. We talking about the best basketball league in the world, where the best of the best, the elite, and Victor Wembanyama is out there treating them like his little cousins. What does that say? Like, you can anchor your team with a 7'3", 7'4" elite scorer, and he's very knowledgeable. He understands how to run the pick and roll, how to crash the boards, and he barely has to jump to dunk the ball, but he can bring the ball up too. See, traditionally, back in the day, you 7'4", 7'5", Sean Bradley-ish, you're not coordinated. You can't move like this. You're limited to being on the block, turn around, sky hooks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You could dunk a little bit, but your handle ain't crazy. You barely have any athleticism. You probably got knee problems, but not Victor Wembanyama. He different. He like a 2.0 Kevin Durant, bruh. For real. He like Kevin Durant. He can shoot that thing. And you can tell he prefers to shoot a jump shot. He don't even want to stay down there on the block and just dunk on people all day. He prefers to catch the ball at the elbow. He prefers that. And on defensively, what do you do, bro? This is sad. He looking at Zion like, come on. This like your little cousins, like when he starts crying because he can't score the ball and you just keep blocking his shot and you just start laughing like, yeah, keep trying again, buddy. That's what it's looking like. He gonna average 4 blocks easy. Defensive player of the year, lock it up. Lock him up. Lock it up. Yeah, he's defensive player of the year again for sure. 7'4", 7'5". Bro, an alley-oop for him, he tries to make it look cool by lifting his knees up, but he don't even really have to jump, bro. You can throw him an alley-oop and he doesn't have to jump. He can just catch it and dunk it, and that's crazy work. I can only imagine, bro, like what the San Antonio is thinking about what they're going to be able to do, with Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. It has to be championship because what they built around him is crazy too. Stephon Castle is looking like he's going to be a future all-star at point guard. Devin Vassell. You go out there and draft, the Harper kid. They're building something special out there in San Antonio. And don't let Giannis get fed up in Milwaukee and then they go ahead and trade him to San Antonio to be with Victor Wembanyama. And I kind of, bro, even seeing what happened with Luka last season, anything's possible. But imagine this is Giannis Antetokounmpo's last year in Milwaukee, and he goes to team up with Victor Wembanyama in San Antonio. Bro, good luck trying to shoot a layup, trying to dunk. It's over with. You're going to have to shoot 73s a game because that's all you're going to be able to get because these dudes play hard too. You know, the Europeans, these international players, they come in the NBA and they play tough and they play hard and they play a different type of basketball. You know, that Euro, France, overseas ball. A lot of cutting, a lot of moving, and they actually take pride in defense except for Luka. I ain't gonna lie, he's an exception. All he gonna do is give you some buckets, and that's it. But he does that with the best of them, so you can't even be mad. Even seeing him matching up with Jokic, you know, seeing him against Jokic, you know, the reigning MVP, you know, the best player in the National Basketball Association, you know, it's slowly but surely you're gonna start seeing him get the best of Jokic. Don't get me wrong, Jokic is in his prime right now, but Victor Wembanyama is only I think he's 23 years old, bruh. Or 24 years old, something like that. No, my bad. He's 21 years old. No way he's only 21 years old. That's crazy. But then again, that makes sense because they let you turn pro at a way younger age. I adopted that, you know, because he's been playing professional since 15, just like Luka. Imagine not going to high school, not going to class. Only thing you do is you go hoop. That's how good these international players and these foreign players are coming over to the NBA because they don't have the same type of system that we have where you got to go to class, you got to go to school. They let you turn pro at 15, 14, 16 years old out there, and your whole job is to do whatever sport that you decide that, you know, that you're going to play. And that's what we see here. But Victor Wembanyama, he's been playing since he was 15 years old. You know, it was called the LMB Pro A in 2019. And then 2 years later, he moved to the ASVL and won a title. You feel me? In his only season with the team. And then he signed with the Metropolitans in the Metropolitans 92. And he became the youngest player to win a pro MVP. And he was basically given the defensive MVP honors. And he led the league in scoring, rebounds, and blocks. And was unanimously named an LNB All-Star twice. And he won the MVP of the game and was a 3-time, basically, MVP of that league. That's crazy work. He already got a polished pro career before he even got to the NBA. He was that dude. He was that man over there. Also went crazy for the French national team. And, they won a silver medal in the 2024 Olympics, USA was able to get him, but when he was a youngster at the youth level, he led his team to 2 silver medals, including the 2021 FIBA Under-19 World Cup, where he set the record for blocks per game in a single tournament. Going crazy. Back even further, when he was playing back in France, you see a lot of the foreign players and European players start them off with soccer, football to get that footwork together. You see that with Joel Embiid. You heard about that with, I want to say, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He played goalkeeper now. Can you imagine somebody, he was probably 6 foot when he was 7 years old. Can you imagine him playing goalkeeper, bruh? You're not scoring a goal. The facts, he was on everything moving. Victor Wembanyama was just different, bro. He was born to be this. He was destined for this to be, his career. And, in the 2019-2020 season, he just took things to another level when he started becoming the national, gaining that spotlight in that league. And, he was a youngster, but he was already 7'2", 7'3" when he turned pro. And that's insane. Already being 7 foot, so having to develop into that body, you know what I mean? He wasn't your typical big man because he didn't weigh that much, you know what I mean? So he wasn't like a Shaquille O'Neal just dominating bruiser, on the paint. He was literally out there shooting middies, turnaround jumpers, step back, fadeaways, He was out there probably trying to be Kobe. You know how these youngsters are. That led to him becoming the number 1 pick, in the 2023 NBA draft, when he became the first French player to be drafted first overall and only the second European player, you know what I mean, other than Andre Bargiani in 2006, to become the number 1 overall pick, in San Antonio history. After David Robinson and Tim Duncan, of course, He went crazy. From the time he got in the summer league, everybody was already talking about it was the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes. Everybody in the NBA was taking and trying to get Victor Wembanyama, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? He stepped into the NBA and started going crazy. And since then, his accolades have been going, have only been going up. His accolades are already starting to get up there, bro. He's already led the leagues in blocks in the 2024 and 2025 season. He was the NBA All-Rookie First Team 2024, NBA Rookie of the Year in 2024, the NBA All-Defensive First Team in 2024, and of course, that boy was an All-Star in 2025. So this all takes me to his MVP season is loading right now. And what they were able to do in San Antonio as far as assembling a roster, even without even without Greg Popovich, bro, when you got this on your team, when you got Victor Wembanyama, if he can stay healthy, MVP season is loading. Go ahead and hand it over to him now. You still got Shea. You still got Luka. You still got Giannis. He's going to be in there every year. Jokic. Steph Curry might have something to say with that this year. But the West is the West right now. So it all depends on where the San Antonio Spurs finish in the West. How Denver's doing. If Shea is ready, because Shea just came off one of the craziest seasons of all time. NBA MVP, Finals MVP. I want to say he led the league in scoring or was right there, top 2, top 3. But I do think this is Victor Wembanyama's year. You know what I mean? This is Wembanyama's season. And for right now, he's already started off the season. And he went and trained with Hakeem Olajuwon for his footwork, trained with Jamal Crawford for his handles, and went and trained with Kevin Garnett to learn how to play defensively because they kind of got the same frame. You know what I mean? Like skinny, taller dudes. That's a recipe for success. And then I seen he shaved all his hair off and basically became a monk. So what more do you want? I mean, what more can the NBA do at this point? Because he basically just said he finna take over this league and it's his time. Drop your, comments and let me know what you think about Victor Wembanyama. Appreciate all the love. Click that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel as always, man. Say no more.